Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Home Sweet Homes. Today is an open collaboration with Fallon over at Moss Family TV. Their family is so incredibly sweet and fun to watch. I'll link their channel below. I hope you go check them out if you haven't already. But today's collaboration is about either a vintage holiday recipe or a holiday recipe from your childhood. Or maybe even both. It just depends on what you come up with. So today, I am making something that my mom used to make every year for Christmas. She always called them Eagle bars because I think the brand of sweetened condensed milk that she used was like Eagle brand. I'm not sure. My mother-in-law also makes these and she calls them magic bars. Online, I've also seen them called like 5-layer bars or 7-layer bars, different things like that. But the important part is that they are easy, fairly quick to make, and you should probably make a double batch because they're so good. You will eat them all maybe in 2 days like I usually do. Don't tell anybody. So let's get to cooking. So the very first thing we're gonna do is you need 1.5 cups of crushed graham crackers. So I got them in a bag and I'm just gonna kind of roll them out until I get them nice and small crumbs, because that's going to be used as our crust. All right. We are going to start our recipe by melting 1 stick of butter. And then we're going to measure out 1.5 cups of graham crackers crushed. About 1.5. Now, I purposely made extra because I think I'm going to end up making 2 batches. Because I'll eat this whole batch in like 2 days. I'm not going to lie. So if I make 2 batches, then we'll make one for each now, and then one to hopefully put in the freezer and have. Christmas is only like 8 days away, I think. So hopefully on Christmas Day, I'll still have some left. We'll see. So what I'm going to do now is just get this oven's ready. We're going to get this mixed together really well. This is going to make our crust. Super simple. I don't know if that pan's gonna work. We'll see. You guys, I've eaten these magic bars or Eagle bars my entire life. I'm 33. I've never made them. And, you know, when your mom's willing to make them, and, you know, she does it really well, you don't ask questions. You just enjoy it when she makes them for you. So, I'm hoping my attempt is a success. Okay. My breadcrumbs are nice and coated in the butter. What I'm going to do now, it says you can spray your glass pan or use parchment paper. I'm all out of parchment paper, so I'm hoping just spraying it will work. We're going to dump all of our breadcrumbs and butter mixture into here. Oof, swing everything. And I am just going to spread it out. This does not look like enough. It said to use the back of your spoon to kind of press it down evenly over the whole pan. I don't know. I think my mom's might have had more breadcrumb crust. Or not breadcrumb, graham crackers. You know what we're using. But we're going to try it. The fun thing about Christmas cookies and baking is, you know, it's pretty easy, some of them. And so if it doesn't turn out the first time, make a few tweaks, try it again. Now, if your family makes something similar to this, let me know in the comments what you do differently, because I'd love to try different variations and things like that. Okay. Now this is where it gets even easier. Is that, like, can you believe that? It gets easier than this? Like, when? All right. We have our graham crackers all flattened out pretty well in here. I might use my hand because the spoon didn't work as well as I wanted. Don't worry. Hands are freshly washed and now they're freshly buttered. That's right. We'll wipe them off real quick and we are going to then the fun part. You take 1 whole can of sweetened condensed milk and evenly pour it over your whole pan. Stuff is delicious. And as you pour it, it'll kind of seep down and spread out even more, but I'm gonna try to spread it to all the corners just to make my life easier. Ooh, you guys, this already smells good. Butter, graham crackers, and I don't know, sweet condensed milk just tastes like, kind of like, or smells like caramel? I don't know. I'm pretty excited. Yeah. 5 hours later, will I just let it drip out a little? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use my spoon and scrape out the rest because this stuff will take all day to come out. Yeah. Alright. Just spread a little better. I want it on everything. Because this is, I feel like, what holds it together too, or like holds the toppings into place, and that is golden. Alright, I'm going to bring you in closer and show you as I sprinkle on the delicious toppings that go on top of this. Alright, something my mom always did was she started with coconut.
ほう、向かってくるのか。逃げずにこのディオに近づいてくるのか。せっかく祖父のジョセフが私のザワールドの正体を。
Shredded coconut. I got sweetened coconut because that's what she always used. And you just kind of sprinkle a good, thick, decent layer over the entire sweetened condensed milk layer. You know, if you like coconut, feel free to go crazy because coconut is delicious, and when it cooks in the sweetened condensed milk, it softens it up really well, and oh, it's just divine. All right. Oh, we got a big clump. All right, so now we have a nice layer of coconut. I might put a little bit more on to finish it. We'll see how it looks. Now, something my mom always did is she would use different flavors of chocolate chips. And she would almost always use butterscotch chips, but I have semi-sweet on hand, and I have premium white chocolate morsels. So that's what I'm gonna use. I'm sure they'll be just as delicious. You can measure these out, or, you know, can you have too much little chocolate chips? I don't think so. Use your heart and your belly to measure your chips, you know? All right. Delicious white chocolate. Oh, especially the two together. Oh, cannot wait till these are done. I want chocolate all over it. Okay, and I think I am gonna add just a little bit more coconut to the top. And then it says we're gonna use our hand and press this all down into the sweetened condensed milk to help it stick in there. So I used about half of a bag of coconut. So I used about 6 ounces. So then it says take your hand, go ahead and kind of squish it down so your ingredients stick to the condensed milk. All right, you guys, look how simple this is. It looks beautiful already, but we're gonna go ahead and toss it into the oven for a little bit at 325 degrees for a glass pan, and when it comes out, I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll definitely be eating some. All right, let's get this in the oven for 25 minutes. All right, after 25 minutes in the oven, all the coconut is nice and golden and it's all bubbling and sizzly. Oh, all right, that looks delicious. We are gonna let it sit and cool before we cut into it. All right, it's had some time to cool and set. So I got my husband helping me cut into it to show you a piece, and then we are gonna take a bite of it. Oh my goodness. Yum, yum, yum. That looks delicious. We're gonna grab a fork and try a bite. All right, the verdict is in. It is delicious. The one thing I would probably change is I would double the crust that it called for, because it does kind of fall apart a little bit, and it might, as it cools down even more. We did not wait the full 30 minutes because yum. But I definitely suggest you try this recipe because it is delicious, super simple, and pretty quick too. The holiday season is usually filled with love, family, joy, good foods, presents, all the good things. Some holidays now are a little more difficult for me and my family as both of my parents have died in the last 5 years. So making today's recipe really brings me back to a happy time in life when I got to spend the holidays with my mom and dad. So that's why I chose this recipe, and I hope you'll give it a try too. Let me know in the comments below if you do.
You like jazz?